Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Welcome back to MotoGP 18 has Mario had a superb outing with his debut on board the Leopard racing Honda Moto 3 bike. Can he back it up with a similar performance round the Tomás de Rio Honda circuit in Argentina? And before we head there, it may have been a bit easier for Mario in the first race of the season, so we might have to increase this to 95%. If that should be around a good mark for Mario, even though you saw in the race pace was very similar, but in qualifying is absolutely ridiculous. But here goes Mario then, the first of 3 possible qualifying laps. Let's see if it turns out like guitar, or will his opponents actually be harder for him in qualifying as we go through this first corner. Oh, there's a rider in front. What are you doing? Oh, forced to take a tighter line in the left, and now he's hitting from behind. What an absolute idiot. And that's just made Mario go wide, hit onto the back straight, and he's hit him again. Are you serious? Mario's qualifying here? What are you doing, rider? He gives a little, hey, what are you doing? Nudge there. You approach 150 miles per hour with his more powerful engine, remember. First upgrade of the season. Let's go out of the right hand and then through, flat out. Through this corner, easy flat on the Leopard. You can really feel the bumps as well on this bike compared to the Avintia, which was maybe struggling to detect and feel all those bumps on the track surface. It really does feel like a much better bike for Mario. And that Avintia machine definitely is performing as such at the moment, as Martin has apparently won qualifying. Didn't know that was possible. Well, I guess getting pole means you win qualifying, but he's not at the top. It's a 49.3 for Bezzecchi. So obviously, I'm guessing the TV people are showing their bias there. As Mario does a 46.5. Come on. I might have to crease it even further for qualifying. That is ridiculous for Mario ahead of Bezzecchi and Di Giannantonio. The winner of qualified, Martin, is in 4th. I don't know how that works. Ahead of Canet and Antonelli. And Emilio Ramirez once again for the top 10. Now home hero Rodrigo on the 3rd. We're ahead of Arbolino. Great qualifying for the Italian ahead of Hotel. And Kornfeld Bastianini on the 5th row alongside Mesa. And Sasaki on the 6th for Arenas. Tuba and Della Portia. Then you've got Suzuki, Binder, Nuruddin. You've got McPhee, Zoy, Lopez on the 8th row. Bulliger, Masaki and the tie rider on the 9th. And Yachenko and Foggia at the back. Let's see if it's a tougher time in the race for Mario. So here's McDonald revving it up, waiting for the lights to go out. As we get underway in Argentina for 7 laps of madness, and that's a fantastic start from Bezzecchi. And one of the Grassini pair is that Martin Oates, Di Giannantonio. And a great start from behind as well, pushing McDonald wide. But doesn't mind that, he's early and hard onto the power. Great run down the inside of Di Giannantonio, almost in the back of Bezzecchi through the left-hander. He set up the back straight, McDonald wide. Drop down to 4th. Behind Antonelli, who had the superb start. Also got Canet in 5th. Moves McDonald down the inside of Antonelli. Remember that improved engine. Maybe working out there. And trying to get down the inside of Di Giannantonio so he can chase after Bezzecchi. Very aggressive for Mario. But again, you don't want Bezzecchi to get too far out ahead, as we saw with Di Giannantonio in that last race in Valencia last season. Let a rider do that. You may never see them again, as his teammates Bastianini and Della Porta battling over 10th. Look at McDonald, found the inside line to Bezzecchi. Got a bit wide through the left, but he takes the lead as we approach the end of this first lap. Oh, he is loving this Leopard. Probably shouldn't be trying to upgrade it too much for the opposition. It might be too easy for Mario at the moment, especially in qualifying. As we go for the final corner. On to the second lap, it's the madman. Bezzecchi, Antonelli, Di Gianantonio, Canet, Kornfeld in 6th, Martin down in 7th. And the home hero, Rodrigo, Mino, Della Porta rounds out the point scorers. As Martin up to 6th now ahead of Kornfeld. He breaks very deep into that left-hander. But again, unlike the Avintia machine, it doesn't feel like the brakes are about to let go on you. It's about to lock up. It's about to low side you. Doesn't feel like the front's going to fold. It feels stable in this Leopard. Over the bumps, in the braking. Well, cornering everything. Definitely is a massive upgrade being in a top machine. So McDonald goes a bit wide there through the right hand. It sounded like Bezzecchi had some slipstream, but didn't make the move, did he, Italian? He's still just 4/10 back, though. And it's another long race, 7 laps for the tyres to endure. Let's go through the right hander. This is where you try and minimise that wear. Through that right hand to be as smooth as possible in the power. And don't be having too much lean angle through that right hand as well. Can rarely inside those tyres like a hell. Look at that, McDonald just pulls a half-second gap in that sector. That's second ahead of Bezzecchi. And what I said about Bezzecchi on that opening, that might be happening with McDonald. Nobody's going to see him again for the rest of this race. Go for the final corner. On to the third lap. Canet ahead of Di Gianantonio. McDonald are 47-2. Martin still outside the top 5 behind his teammate. Di Gianantonio saw that they're going to switch Grissini. But you never know. This is just going way too well, isn't it? We've got Mace ahead of Tuba. Remember, the Spaniard only scored a point last season. He could already equal that tally this season. So going to the back straight. This is a fantastic circuit to ride round. Maybe not as flowing as it used to be. Had to be upgraded to international standards. But it's still a fantastic circuit, is this Tomás de Rio Hondo circuit. Definitely do see exciting moments round here. At the start of this race, as Di Gianantonio ahead of Canet, Bastianini ahead of Zazaki. What is happening with Della Porta and Bastianini battling outside the top 10? McDonald influence on the team. Maybe too much for them already this season, as you've got Bullock ahead of Nuruddin. Loy battling from the last ahead of Nuruddin now. God, that Avintia team are really going to be missing McDonald this season, aren't they? So is everyone else at the moment, as he's 1.3 ahead of Bezzecchi. And you can see how stable that bike is over the bumps through that left-hander. If you go back and look at the Avintia over those bumps, being quite underdeveloped as well. It's so different, so difficult. For this Leopard machine, it is just like, you know, some gentle waves coming onto the sandy beach. Just caressing the tyres over the top of the surface. It's on to the fourth lap. Nuruddin and Loy, the veterans of Moto3, are battling over last place. What is happening to Nuruddin? A solid point scorer, top 10 performer in qualifying at times. Just having a horrible start to the season. Well, for McDonald, 1.6 ahead of Bezzecchi now. He doesn't have to be troubled, the Italian, in second though. And look at the tyre wear at the bottom, virtually non-existent at the moment. There's Bastianini ahead of Ramirez, trying to deny the Spaniard a second top 10 in a row. Yachenko up to 25th, battling with Masaki on that back straight. We'll put out another couple of tenths. Go through the right hand. They got it down to first that time, did McDonald, as we're halfway through the race. Might increase the tyre wear slightly. Well, that's the only thing he's got to worry about at the moment is his tyres. Everything else is just well in hand. Especially the championship at the moment, with Martin not doing well, not being on the podium. We expect to be his main challenger, Canet as well. Should be right up there. And they're not battling in the podium place. Instead, it's Bezzecchi who's stepping up. That's a 47-1. He's almost 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Another fastest lap for McDonald. He goes through this long right-hander. Just when you think you can pick up the power, no, there's still some more corner to go. And you find that with quite a few of these corners, long radius corners, which is superb. It's all almost lost it getting on the powers there. Portier and Bastianini finally working their way through the field. Up to 7th and 8th now, ahead of Kornfeld. And that's what's great about this circuit, having these long corners which really test the rider, test the tyres, test the machinery. As you go for the right hand, and you've got a good crowd as well here in Argentina. It's a shame we don't see more international series race in Argentina. Of course, we've seen it with Formula E recently. That crazy racetrack, which always seemed to produce crazy results. But we haven't seen Formula 1 in Argentina for around 20 years. Haven't seen GTs return since visiting the circuit round the pond. I forget the name of it now. But that beautiful circuit. And tour cars haven't returned here as well for a few years. And that was pretty fun, despite this being much better for bikes, this circuit. Still pretty fun with the four-wheeled machinery. It's still in the 47s, McDonald, as we head on to the penultimate lap of the race. Antonelli still in third, ahead of Canet, Di Antonio and Martin. The riders we expect to be on the podium. But it looks like Antonelli doing his fellow Italian Bezzecchi a favour. They're holding that horde back. So he can just enjoy second by himself. We go on to the back straight. Maybe a bit too much brake there from McDonald. Knock a huge amount of momentum onto this back straight. But he's still 3.4 seconds ahead of Bezzecchi. He's just increasing that lead, even against these tougher opponents. Absolutely crazy. So you might have to really increase the opponents for the next race, not just an increment. Talking maybe a level. We've got Sasaki Adamino. For 12th, nicely done from the Japanese rider. He can score some more solid points. For Mina is a bit disappointing. Top 10 in the championship last season. Doesn't know he's going to get one here in Argentina. We're expecting to do a bit better, the Italian. Look at McDonald now just sliding the bike round. He's having some fun now in the lead. The tyres are a bit more worn now, so around a third from the rear, quarter on the front. Not too much. As we go on to the final lap of the race. Well, still with the solid 47s as well. He's just been so consistent. Bezzecchi, Antonelli still holding the horde back in third. What a well-deserved podium that would be for the Italian. Had about all race long for it. But hold back the likes of Canet on that straight Glitzer machine and the Grassini pair. Martin and Di Antonio. Really would deserve that podium. So you go, just let off through that right-hander with a big curb on the inside. Then you really carry momentum down this back straight. Let's see how high this airpod goes. So about maybe 150. Could you dream of that on the Inventor machine? 145. So not actually too much difference in top line speed. Even with the upgrade, if I remember. I think it was around 140 we got to on a Inventor machine, but still, that's a mammoth amount for Moto3 standards. Switch how close the field is. There's where you go, McDonald. Just taking a little bit of a different line there. With the right-handed, you've got half of that to go. Norden ahead of Masaki for 27. Horrible start to the year for the Malaysian rider. But not for Mario McDonald. Move to the top team. And now Leopard are reaping the rewards. So is the San Marino rider. And everyone else. What the heck do they do to stop this pair? Through the final corner. A 48 in the final lap. Shocking. As he makes it 2 from 2. And gets lots and lots of reward for that. As McDonald wins by almost 5 seconds an age in a Moto3 race, with Antonelli grabbing the podium spot. What a superb performance from Nicolo as he won that battle for third by just a couple of tenths of a second ahead of Di Giannantonio, connecting fifth. Martin in sixth, way back in sixth and lonely. Then it's Della Porte and Basciani who were inseparable in 7th and 8th. Rodrigo, good points on home turf in 9th, head of Kornfeld over the top 10 head of Mino, Ramirez, Sasaki, Meza, and then Ottel, just a single point for the German head of Arbolono. Alonso Lopez down in 18th, McPhee in 20th, and Loy in last. So in the championship, it's a massive lead already for McDonald, 50 points, 17 ahead of Bezzecchi, 20 ahead of Martin, 21 ahead of Di Giannantonio, and 25 ahead, double the points of Antonelli in 5th. Then Canet in 6th on 22 points. Then we've got Basciani, Mino, Del Porto, Rodrigo rounds out the top 10 level on points with the Italian. And just outside the top 10, you can see Otto in 15th. Meza with more points than he scored last season, I believe. Already in 16th. And then Arbolono, the last of the point scorers, in 17th out of 29 riders. With Loy in the wooden spoon spot at the moment. So a big chunk towards becoming the first rider for McDonald. Improved his skills and look at the breakdown. Lots of development points earned and reputation. As elsewhere, Dovi won in MotoGP. We don't know who the rest of the top 3 were though. Then in Moto2, it's Alex Marquez ahead of Passini, having a consistent start to the season. Baldassarre, the reigning champ, in 3rd. So once again, we look to bike development as we head to the Circuit of the Americas in the United States. Should we just improve the engine again? The brake, suspension, the frame, the aerodynamics, everything seems to be on point. So let's improve the engine power, shall we? I think we'll leave it at that. So another slot goes to engine power. As next time out, we'll be heading to America, as I said, for the 3rd round of the season. Can McDonald make it 3 wins in a row for the first time in his Moto3 career? What a dream start it's been to the season. Will anyone have anything for the San Marino rider next time out? South watching and find out then.